Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel and the last video of this campaign. We are on the last mission, day 12 of the Battle of Aracourt. This is the 29th of September 1944, and our objective today is to clear out the remaining German forces. To win, we have to clear off all enemy tanks on the map, reveal all potential enemies, and luckily we don't have to move out of the map, so that's very good. We start with one tiger, one panther, and one potential enemies, and the enemies could get more potential enemies from German reinforcements at the end of the turn, which is a roll of 11 or 12. We're going to go ahead and start by placing out our enemy tiger. And he's starting at 8. Let's see, where is 8? Ooh, rather close from me. His facing is going to be... No, it's not going to be 3 because that's blocked. It's not going to be 5. It's going to be 1 or 2. Okay, it's going to be 2. I was hoping for a 1. And then we have the panther, which he's spawning all the way over here. That's very lucky. And he's gonna face not 6 because that's blocked, and not 2. So he's also facing like so. Stay where you are, Panther. Ugh. And then we have our potential enemy. 8, which is already taken. 9, which should be available. I guess he's already... Okay, he's at 9. Let's try a third time. 11. A little bit too close to the panther for my comfort. You can see here on the spotting table, a roll of 1 to 3 is going to be a tiger here. A roll of 8 to 9 is a panzer 4, and nothing will spawn a puma. So we have, we really don't want them to spot, because it's a 50% chance if they spot themselves, or activate themselves, I should say, that it's going to be a tiger. I have an experienced commander, experienced loader, experienced driver, a line gunner, and a green assistant driver. I think this is a very good team. I would be very happy if I can get my gunner to become experienced too, because that would give me 1 additional die to attack with, so that would certainly be helpful. Let's see what I want to do. I want to face this direction, I believe. I kind of have a plan. This guy is... he's probably gonna move up here, I reckon. Maybe that he will keep moving, or he will turn here and go down. I definitely have to deal with the tiger first. And let's see, if he moves up here, I could flank him from here. If he moves down here, I could flank him from here. So I think I should attempt to move to this area here. So I will roll, and I will keep my commander up. There's a few things I need to think about. You have to read the end of turn events before you start playing, so you have a general idea of what things can hurt you. And snipers are going to shoot at us, so we have to stay out of line of sight to any infantry. There's going to be mines, so we want to stay out of the road. And there's also gonna be German infantry, so we kind of want to try to not stay adjacent to woods and buildings if we can. I kind of feel like I want to try to get the tiger and then escape into these many woods here, because I can find some very beneficial positions in here where the enemy is going to have a lot of negative modifiers if they fire on me. So if I can find a good position in one of these patches of forests, outside of the forest, patches of trees, I should say, and get hold down and smoke, I'm going to have a lot of good modifiers going for me. So I think that's my current plan, but, as usual, the plan doesn't really usually last that long. So again, I want to try to get my placement here. I feel like that's going to be the best way to do this. So, okay. I am going to use the 5, see here, to move and turn. And then I shall use the 1 to move up. And I think for this guy, he's more likely to go over here. So I'm going to face up. And then I shall use the 2 freeze to... I will use the 4 to get hold down, and the 2 freeze, since my driver is expert and my gunner is line. So with the freeze, I am able to ambush. See here. Actually, no, I'm not able to ambush, but I am able to smoke. So I'll smoke and get hold down. And ambush, let's see, can I do that with my commander perhaps? Yes, because he is experienced. So with the commander, I can use the 1 to get into an ambush position. Perfect. Okay, it starts, guys. Hold on to your butts. This is gonna be a bumpy effing ride. Tiger activates, re-rolls his 6s. He has a 2, which is move. He has a 3, which is move. He has a 4, which is move, then turn. And then he has another 4, which is move, and then turn. Okay. He is exactly where I thought he would be. Maybe a little bit further than I thought. We activate the Panther. Reroll the 1 and the 6. So with the 1, he's gonna reverse and turn. With the 3, he is going to move, and with the with the 2 and with the 3, he's gonna move and turn, since he's blocked. And with the 6, he's gonna go ahead and smoke. And then we have our potential enemy, who is going to move not up. Let's see, is that gonna know? The 2 he's gonna move to, and then down 1, and then to the side. It's actually pretty clever. End of turn events. Let's hope for the best. We roll a 7, which is going to be German artillery. Oh, no. Okay. Remove the smoke and the ambush. And the question is what I want to do now. Because I need to get out of here because of the artillery, but I don't know if it's... If I move up here, that's going to be a dangerous place for me. Because he's likely going to go here, and then he's going to spot me and fire at me. If I move here, I'm not going to have a line of sight to the tiger because of the hedgerows. So I could potentially, if I get 3 moves, I could move up here and then fire once and hope that I get to kill him. So let's go ahead and roll first to see what I actually get, but I'm going to stay up with my commander. That's a pretty lucky roll, I would say. That's a lot of movements I can do with this. So let's see here what I can do. I can move 5 times with this. So let's consider my options here. Let's just take the hold down away because that's definitely going to be used. But I could use 1 to turn, then move here, move here, move here, and finally move either here or here. But that's still, he's very likely to come back here and then fire in my butt. So I think that's actually not a very smart move. I could, however, move up here, and then here. That's 3 moves. So I'll do that with these. And then I could fire, I could reload and fire again. So I could fire 2 times at this tiger from behind. And I'm going to have a lot of good modifiers. So I think that's what I gotta do. Fate favors the bold, as they say. So with the, let's see here, with the 4 I move, with the 1 I move and turn, and then 1 I move and turn again. And this time I'm gonna face this direction, just in case this guy makes it down here and tries some funny business with me. Notice that if they fire from behind, they get a negative modifier, but only the Germans, not our guy because he has a really quick turret, the Hellcat. Okay, so we are gonna use the free to fire, and our firepower, as you know, is 6. +1 because we're close, +1 because commander is up, -2 because the Tiger has a rear armor value of 2. So that's, you know, that's pretty strong rear armor, but, you know, it is what it is. The German artillery is here, by the way. Okay. 5 and 6 are hits. Come on. We got 2 hits. It is not what I was hoping for, but it's definitely better than none or 1 hit. To kill him now, we need to roll 8 or higher. And roll a 5. That is a bit unfortunate, I have to say. That's a wounded Tiger. I used the 6 to load, and come on, guys, let's fire again. Let's take this guy out. We use, see, 6 dice with the +2, -2. 5s and 6 are hits. We have 4 hits. We have a guaranteed Tiger kill. We do, let's see here, 8, 10, 11. The Tiger is down. I repeat, the Tiger is down. We roll for experience and roll a 1 and a 6, and unfortunately that's nothing because the 1 is already ranked up and the 6 is void, so that's a bit unfortunate. Would have been awesome to get at least the gunner up 1 level because that really helps you out so much. Oh wow, okay, we got the Tiger, but we're not out of the woods yet. We need to roll now for German artillery, 3d6, to see if it could potentially go up here and damage me. Ooh, look at that. 3, 3, and 2. Okay, so it's gonna 1, 2, it's gonna drift here. And every hex adjacent to it gets attacked, but I'm far enough away. We roll for our little Panther up there. And he is going to do something funny here. He's going to move with the first 3, move and then turn. And then with the 4s, he is going to move, then turn. And then again move and then turn. Okay, and then we have our potential enemy. I'm going to re-roll that one. Not going to move up. Let's see, 1, 2, okay, he's gonna move down here, but with the 5, he actually moves back. And then with the second 5, he can't move up, and he wouldn't move either way because he would be further away. End of turn events, and I'm getting really nervous now. German counter surge, all potential enemies activate again. Okay, let's see here. 1, 2, he moves up. 4, he moves down. 5, he moves back. See, he just dances around. He's doing everything he can to make me nervous. Whew. Okay, it is our turn again. Let's go. Okay, I am gonna see. Can I load with my commander? Load. Yes, sir, I can. If the commander is lying and he's experienced, so he can actually load. Let's see the 2. Which one is gonna be best to save? Let's see here, the 2 is firing. Can I fire with the commander? Yes, I can, since he's experienced. And the 2, well, they can pretty much do the same thing. He can smoke too, so maybe I should use the 1 instead to load. And now the question is, do I want to risk it and try to spot that thing? These guys are getting rather close to me now. Could try to play it safe and try to back away from here and hide in this spot. See, how many movements do I have? 1 and then 2 and then 1 spotting, and then I could move back. Can I reverse with any of these? Let's see here. The 2 I can spot with. With the 5 I move. let's see here. Yeah, with the 5 I can reverse. And then with the 6 I can reverse. If I go here, I can go back here and then finally go back here. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that. Maybe I'm getting a little bit brave, but again, you can't be too careful here because then you're gonna run out of time. Move up here and I stay up so that I can reverse if I need to do that. I use the 2 to spot. Oh, I can't spot with the 2. Well, that's bad. I can spot with the 6 or the 5. Okay, I'll use the 5 to spot. And we get 4d6 because we're close and all of that. We get a 5, luckily. Let's hope I get a 9 or 10 or higher. I get a 6, so that's going to be a Panther. Well, it is what it is, guys. Let's see, where's the Panther? Let's hope for a good 4. 1, 2, 3. It's 4, so I have to re-roll. 4, 6, 2. Okay, that's not super good. I don't think firing at him right now is the smartest thing to do. But there is not much more I can do with my 2. I could potentially use the 2. Let's see here. Well, that would actually be smarter, I think, to save for an ambush. So I'll use the 6 to retreat or reverse, and then I use the 2s to set up my tank for an ambush. Okay, guys, this is it. This is gonna be a doozy. Let's roll for the Panther, the first closest Panther. Reroll those 6s. The 1 is very good news because that's reverse and turn. And then the 2 is move. The 3 is move. And the 4 is move, then turn. And then we have the second Panther, so we're definitely not out of the woods yet. And this guy is gonna, the 2, he's gonna move. I think he's gonna get into my line of sight now. 4, he's gonna move, then turn. 5, he's going to move, then turn because he's blocked. And with the second 5, he's going to move. And this is where I ambush his ass. Wow. Okay, this is exciting. We ambush him. He's not even going to fire back. Let's see here. Our firepower is 6. We get +1 because our commander is up. The Panther's rear side armor is 2. So we lose 2 dice, but we have 5. 5 and 6 are hits. And we have 3 hits on that poor Panther that fell into our trap. Oh, man. Emerald 11. That Panther is destroyed, guys. Wow. I'm just going to pick up the die that flew away. I feel like these dice now are my lucky dice. We roll for level up. I would be so happy if I could get a 3, but I would be happy with a 5 too. I got a 3. My gunner is expert. Oh, man. That's going to give me a +1 every time that I fire. Okay. Whew. This is looking good, but we have those pesky random events. We got a 6, which is a German counter surge, but there are no potential enemies. We don't care about that. Okay, what we need to do now is kill that thing fast because a roll of 11 or 12 is going to give them reinforcements. We also want to stay off the road to avoid those mines because mines are a roll of 9. And then, yeah, we try to stick away from forest and buildings to not get infantry, but that's easier said than done. Okay, let's just roll and see what we have to work with. Okay, that's a very good roll, since all of these besides the 5 are experts, so they can do just so many things. It's at least, I'm unloaded by the way, it's at least 4 movements, and of course I use one of the 2s to load my gun. Now the question is where I want to go with those movements. I want to stay away from the road, and I kind of want to stay away from, I don't want to have infantry spawn. I think I'm gonna move up here. So 6, 6, 5, and 1, and then we turn in this direction, and then we use the 2. Let's see, what can we do with the 2? We can smoke, we can load, we can fire the turret, we can ambush. Ambush is no point because that panther is too far away. He's not gonna get into our line of sight since we're behind a hedgerow. So we smoke just in case that we have a stug that come and surprise us now. Okay, we roll for the panther. And he rolls a 3, 3, 6, and 5. 1 is, oh, he's reversing and turning. And the 3 he moves, the 3 he moves, and with the 5 he will move and turn as he's blocked. We have to roll to see which way he turns. 1 to 3 he turns up, 4 to 6 he turns down. And he turns up. Okay, I think this is gonna be nice. I think we're gonna be able to get him. We roll for our end of turn events, and roll a 9, which is mines. So very good that I'm not on a road right now. And then we roll 6 dice for me. Remove the smoke. Okay, so I mean, we could potentially move down here and fire at his butt. So why not? 5, let's turn. 4, let's go up and turn. 1, let's move up. 2, let's fire. So we have 6 dice. We have 1 for being close, +1. We have +1 for being commander up. And we have +1 because our gunner is an expert. This is a panther and we are facing his ass. His rear side armor is 2, so we lose 2 of those dice. But we still have 7 dice on this attack. This might be it, guys. 5s and 6 are hits. And we have 1, 2, 4 hits. I have a good feeling about this. We need to roll 8 or higher to destroy him. Guys, this is the end of Hellcat Tankers, a solitaire wargame by Mike Lambo. I love winning, so that's why I'm so happy now. This panther is dead. Let's roll one last time for level up, just for fun. Can we get a 5 and get our driver? Oh, look at that, we got our driver up. Oh man, that is so awesome. Man, so close to getting all of them to experienced. I used the last 6 to repair, and then I have 1 more 6. And I'm just gonna back up. I don't want to stay out on that dangerous road, which might be mined. And that's the end of the mission and the end of campaign, because remember, we don't have to move off the map on this mission. And we won! I haven't even won off camera. I've just died. I made it far, but I've just died. I never made it to the end. Well, guys, I think, like, looking back, I know I've been whining a lot on my rolls when it comes to my leveling up, but I mean, I stuck with it. I kept fighting. I did not give up, and it really looked hopeless on some missions. I remember when I had to bail out, I had one condition left, I think at 2 times. So close to dying. I bailed out. There were tanks everywhere and infantry, 6 groups of infantry, and the tanks were kind of camping where I had to escape. It just looked impossible. I was so sure that I was going to lose. And here we are at day 12, the end of the day. We killed everything, we identified everything, and our crew are all experts except our assistant driver, who is Line. Everyone is still alive, and we have won the campaign. This is a fantastic game. I mean, you can see the range of emotions I've been going through, from being really pissed off to being happy to being scared to being nervous. You know, if a board game can do that, if a board game can give you all of those feelings, it's a sign that it's a good board game. This is a bloody good board game, and I mean, the only possible minus you could give to this game is the fact that it's a game book. It doesn't come with dice. It doesn't come with mounted, maps or with mounted counters. But I think that's okay because, I mean, that's just such a small point. If we look at all the good stuff, it's super fun. It's really good. It's super cheap compared to if it would have been, all those things mounted. I think it's just good points besides that little thing. And if you really want to play with all those things, there's nothing stopping you from printing this, printing this yourself and mounting it on a board, and then mounting your counters on a real, on real cardboard. So, or if you want to play with miniatures, I'm sure some of you guys have Memoir 44 or Company of Heroes, and then you have pretty much all of the miniatures you need besides the Hellcat, which I'm sure you can buy online somewhere. And I saw that some company in France is doing like physical editions for some of my Lambo's games where you actually get minis and stuff like that. So that's really cool. So, and special dice and stuff like this. Well, I gotta admit, guys, I'm kind of flabbergasted here because I did not expect this ending. I expected to maybe get close to day 12 and maybe get to day 12, but I never thought I would win. But here we are. Well, guys, I had a really good time recording these videos, and I hope that you had an equal good time watching these videos. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and get subscribed because I kind of want to do one more campaign. And the reason for that is because I want to showcase how the replayability is, since, we skipped quite a few missions now. I know we skipped 11. We played 10, so that's one skipped. We skipped 9, and that looks very interesting. I never played that. And we skipped 8. I played that. That is hard. I believe we skipped that one, right? So that's 3 missions skipped. We did play this one, day 7. We skipped day 6, so that's 4 missions skipped. And I believe we play this one. We didn't play this one, so that's, I lost count, 6 missions skipped, I think. I can't remember. I think we played this one. No, we didn't. I don't think we played that one. We played this one, but not this one first. So that's like 7 or 8 missions skipped. I believe I believe 7 or 6 missions skipped. So if we were to play again, the odds are very high that we're gonna get to play missions that we missed during our first campaign. So that's a really cool thing because, I mean, obviously that's gonna add to the playability. I would like to experience with the rule of actually getting to choose which crew member to rank up. And I would suggest that the ruling would be like this, that there's an optional rule where you get to choose which crew member to rank up. But to do so, you have to roll a d6, and on a roll of 5 to 6, you miss the experience. But if you roll 1, 2, 3, or 4, you get to rank up anyone that you want. So I roll a die and I roll a 1, so that's a success. I get to choose which one. I choose number 5, obviously. So that's, I think that would be a nice, good optional rule, which I might use when I play off camera. But again, on camera, I want to use the official rules so I don't teach you any bad things. I want you to play this game, or I want to show you how to play this game as it was intended by the designer. Again, guys, to find this game or buy it, you need to go to Amazon, your local Amazon. You search for Mike Lambo. Uh, Please give me a comment. What did you think of this campaign? What did you think of this mission? Make sure to check the comment section because Mike always helps me and points me out if there was some fog of war, meaning a little bit of mistake on my part. That's kind of bound to happen, so I'm very happy that he does that so you can see. And again, not that I don't teach you the wrong things. Take a second and like the video, please. It does help me out a lot. And if you want to help me a little bit extra, you can become a supporting member of the channel or do a one-time donation with PayPal or YouTube Super Thanks. Don't forget to subscribe. You don't want to miss out on my next campaign of Hellcat Tankers, a solitaire war game. Again, guys, thank you for watching. See you next time.